So this was an unusually challenging and stressful week for me, so I decided to watch a movie that helps me relax and always makes me happy when I watch it. Begin Again, made in 2013. This movie is about second chances and making music, and I think most importantly, how music can affect our lives in positive ways. And it follows the two characters mostly. It follows Dan, who is played by Mark Ruffalo, who is a former music studio exec who's kind of lost his way in life, and Keira Knightley's character, Greta, who is a budding songwriter who comes to New York and suffers a tragic breakup with her rock star boyfriend, and then meets Mark Ruffalo, and they decide to produce a record together, and it becomes super awesome, and it's a really cathartic movie and makes me very happy when I watch it, and it's just great. So I've got some short and sweet fun facts for you this week. First of all, a lot of this movie was improvised, and if you know anything about me and you've watched my video on The Trip, I really like improvisation in films. I think it gives a lot of realism, especially if the actors are strong enough to carry an ad-libbed film. It really helps. Second of all, this movie was originally going to be titled, Can a Song Save Your Life? And I think because of, if you ever watch this movie, it's a little bit on the nose for some parts of this movie, which, not a bad thing for a title to be on the nose, but I think Begin Again is a much more subtle title and refers more to the positive side of the film, and more definite about the second chances and new beginnings and stuff like that come up in this film, and I really do like that. So I think Begin Again is also just a good title because it rhymes, and I like rhymes. I can make a rhyme anytime. So there's a lot of things I really liked about this film, but I'm going to try to narrow it down a little bit so as not to bore you all. First of all, as much as I love romantic comedies, I really liked that they didn't focus on the romance part of this movie, because I think it allowed them to focus more on what was really important, which is the building of friendships and the building of communities and the statements that it's making about the music industry and how important music is personally and in a community and how it can form relationships and tear relationships apart. And I think that this movie really speaks to the power of music, and I think that's the intent, and I think that not distracting us with some love story really helps get that message across. Another thing I really like about this movie is that some of the scenes seem almost like music videos, especially when they're filming and recording for their album. And as unconventional as it is, I kind of like that it transitions really smoothly between the kind of music video format and then back into traditional cinematography. One of my favorite scenes from the movie, in fact, is the scene on the rooftop where they're playing, I believe, let me check what song it is. I believe it is, what is it called? Tell Me If You Want to Go Home. One of my favorite songs from this movie, and that scene itself, while it kind of feels like a music video, it also feels a little improvised and a little fun and light, and it just brings the whole movie together, I think, at a point. It's just like, I think that's the kind of the point of the movie right there, all summed up in one scene. Another thing I really liked about this movie is the end. There is no wasted time in this movie, at least from my perspective, and I really love that they use the credits. I love when I don't have to, I like sitting through credits anyways, because I like to see how much work went into making a movie, because I'm a nerd, but I really love that they used the credits, and they actually told more of the story and a little bit more of after the story, and I love that, and they kind of recap some of the best moments as well with their kind of Polaroid little picture behind the credit sort of thing. It also ended really well. I'm glad that Mark Ruffalo and Keira Knightley did not kiss. That would have pissed me off to no end. I am glad that Keira Knightley did not go up on stage with Adam Levine. I am glad that Adam Levine shaved his fucking terrible facial hair at the end of the movie. Great ending in all, I'm a person who gets frustrated about bad endings, and this movie just nailed it. As much as I really did love this film, as usual, there's some things that pissed me off. First of all, and most importantly, and I've mentioned it before, I hate Adam Levine's facial hair in this movie. Also, he's not a super great actor. Sorry, Adam, if you ever watch this. If you ever... Yeah, no, you're never going to watch this. The other thing that I kind of didn't like was... do you know that really cool scene they did at the beginning where Mark Ruffalo's character, Dan, adds in instruments and other cool stuff to Keira Knightley's performance on the stage at the bar, and then we never see that again. And I really liked that, and I thought it really showed how well trained Mark Ruffalo's character's ear was for music, and really how much passion he had for that stuff. And much as I realized it wouldn't help the story to put it elsewhere in the film again and again and again, I really liked it and I wanted more. But I'm not going to throw a tantrum right now, so we're going to move on. The last thing I really didn't like was, as much as it is great to have two really amazing actors heading up your cast and leading this charge in the film, it helps to have some really great supporting actors too, and Adam Levine really did not help make that much better. And I feel like some of the other characters were not great either. Saul had some good comedic timing, but his acting was a little flat, just as Violet was at the beginning. She got better by the end, but still kind of dull and stiff at the beginning, which is fine, but just, things to work on for Begin Again 2. Just kidding. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, like and subscribe. If you have neutral feelings, like and subscribe. It's just kind of an easy way to remember what to do when you're done with my videos. If you were to start a band and record an album, where would you do it, and what would the album be called, and maybe what would your band name be called? Put your answers in the comments below. I like to hear from you all. Also, if you have any other films you want me to watch and talk about, put them in the comments below. If you had anything you liked about this movie or didn't like about this movie that I didn't mention because there's so much to talk about, put it in the comments below. If you want to watch more of my videos, click on the spaces next to my face, because I'll put some little clips there for you to click on. Thank you once again for watching. Remember to unsilence your cell phones, continue watching my videos, and bye!